First off, baby, I'm too wavy for all this bullshit that you bring me. And I done denied you way before this, but God, I was back and now you're gorgeous, oh no. You got what I need, yeah. Say I'm just a friend.
Hey everyone, so this video is about the military. It sums up a lot. Things you should know, things you should do before you try to join, how to join, where to join, just like stuff like that. A lot of people always ask me like, you know, what to do, stuff like this. So like, I just decided to just make a video on it, so everyone can. It's not gonna give you, I don't know everything about it. Like I just joined, but I do know some stuff. So I'm just gonna teach you guys what I know and hope it helps you out. Okay, so the first thing that I wrote on my list, so if I'm looking, it's because I have a list. It was like the hardest part is the mental aspect. So yeah, that is true. The hardest part is like how mentally challenging it is. You gotta be able to leave your family, leave your friends, leave your lifestyle, and throw it all away, because when you come in the military, they're telling you what to do, who you can talk to, really, how to talk to the people, how to approach them, like all that. It's a whole different lifestyle. It's like, so I don't know if you ever heard the saying like civilian world and, you know, military. Yeah, it's like two different worlds. I thought it was just a saying, but no, it's for real. Not everyone shoots a gun. Okay, so yeah, not everyone is gonna be like, when you think of the military, you think of war, because that's the total like aspect of it. That's what you the whole purpose of joining the military is to defend your country and stuff. So yeah, it might come a time when you have to, so we are trained, you know, to do stuff like that. But 9 times out of 10, depending on the job that you pick, and unless it's a job that requires you to do that all the time. Next thing is you can get extra money based on your job. So when I came into the Army, I came in with my MOS, which is a 92 Fox, and it came with a bonus. It came with a $10,000 bonus, right? But you don't get that until after you finish or complete training, which is basic training and AIT. Basic training is just the fundamentals of the Army. You learn the basics, how to march, how to turn, how to do all that. And then you go to AIT, where you learn your specific job that you picked at something called MEPS. Yeah. So depending on what job you get, it depends on a different number. Some jobs don't get bonuses to join. A lot of them do depending on just what job it is. Next thing is like all the rules. Yeah, it's a lot of strict rules in the Army, but you still are able to be a individual at the end of the day. Everybody is different, even though we all wear the same uniform, and all of us either wear buns or have haircuts and stuff like that. Everybody's different. So don't just think like you're just becoming like a robot. You're not. There's actual like characterism in everybody and stuff. The hardest part is gonna be training. To me, it was just training, like basic training, because you are being transitioned from a civilian to a soldier. So it's like you just gotta think different. You can't think about yourself anymore. You gotta think about the person next to you or the person to the left or right of you and stuff like that. But it wasn't hard. It's very fun because you're not the only one dealing with that. The people to the left and the right of you are also facing the same thing that you're doing. And that was what I really appreciated about basic training. Like, I met so many friends, and just being in the situation that we were in, it made us closer. And I don't know, like, I can see myself being friends with these people for a long time, just because an average person would not go through just a little bit of stuff we went through in 10 weeks. So that's pretty cool. The pay is, it just varies, like, depending on what you come in as. I came in right out of high school, so I came in as a E1. So an E1 is this, like nothing, you just get the uniform. And an E2 is this. So yeah, I got promoted due to being in 6 months. So yeah, it just depends. You can get come in as a specialist if you go to college or if you've been to college already before you join the military. So that's a good thing about it. And if you guys don't know already, college is free in the military. You really probably won't have time to take like classes like at a college, but you definitely can like online and stuff like that if you can fit into your schedule, which you should be able to. It's kind of like a 9 to 5, depending on what unit you're in. Some are different, but majority you'll be able to do classes just like college. On campus, you gotta sacrifice a little bit of sleep maybe, but then get some sleep because you're gonna have PT in the morning like at 6:30 in the regular Army, but in training it's 5, by the way. Except base training, it'd be early, sometimes like 3:30 and stuff. It'd be crazy, but it's worth it in the end. Some jobs that you pick, you can make really good money if you get out the Army, like civilian world back in, just normal lifestyle. You can make a lot of like money doing the stuff that you do because you get a lot of qualifications, like certificates and stuff like that in the Army. So when you try to carry them over, it looks really good. The reserve and guard. The reserve is basically like you work on the weekends. You do get partial schooling. I think that's what a lot of people do it. It is kind of hard to switch from reserve to guard or reserve to go active because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a long process. I mean, it's doable, definitely, but it's a very long process. Makeup. So this was my biggest thing because, I don't know, before I joined, I love makeup. I still do, obviously, but I don't know. I'm nowhere near as like a makeup freak like I was before. I still have like tons of it. I'll do it sometimes after I get off if I have time, just to do it, or on the weekends and stuff, but I don't know. You get used to just not. It's something that you get used to, and if you knew me before, you knew I was always I always put makeup on every day, no matter if it was a half a day, like it did not matter. Yeah, so your uniform, this is the uniform. They are changing the Army uniform to the Air Force uniform, so the Army and the Air Force will soon have the same uniform. So if you join the Air Force or you join the Army, this is your uniform. Mine's like a baby, but yeah. Just make sure, like, they are kind of big on that, like, so your name goes on your right and US goes above your heart. That's how you really remember it, like US goes above your heart. I sometimes still be forgetting and putting, like, switching them, but it's normal. And this is when you get to your unit. You won't get this until you get out of training, but this is your patch. Mine is for like airborne aviation unit that I'm in, but this is just like an airborne patch, like 82nd or something like that. This is just the flag, the American flag. This goes on your, they always go on these exact arms, like it don't switch when you, whatever you fill in that day, like it has to be just like this. Your name tags need to be like this. You have the option to get it like sewed on if you want, but yeah, I haven't yet. When I get new ones, I probably will. Yeah, so a workout plan to do before you get in the Army or before you try to go to basic or something like that, I will be able to do, I'm gonna just give you the standards of how to pass your PT test. It'll be 52 push-ups, 53 sit-ups, I believe, is the minimum. 2 miles under 15 minutes for the males. 17 for us females. 17 isn't. It's different. I'll have to put it up and put it at the end of the video for you if you really want to see that. But yeah, just work out before you come. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't come and expect, like, you know, the Army to just do everything for you. I mean, it can if you put in 110% every day, but sometimes you don't do PT because you have training to do that day. So I would just start so you'll be ahead of the game. The last thing really is just study for the ASVAB. If you're serious about joining the Army or any type of military, study for your ASVAB, because that test right there determines like your fate in the Army. The lowest score I believe you can get is a 32, but for the Air Force, I think you need like a little bit higher. I'm not really sure again about the Air Force, but they're more like into like the books, like studying and stuff like that. What I would say is just study for the ASVAB. If you're serious about joining any type of branch in the military, you have to take the ASVAB. So definitely take it serious. Take some time out of your day and study. I wish I would have did that. I mean, my job is not bad, but you can, if you get like a really good line score, and once you go to MEPS, you'll learn more about that. It's kind of hard to explain, but you see like what some good scores can get you, and they can get you really good jobs like pilots, doctors, nurses. You can fly like drones. Like, it's like so many cool stuff in the Army. You should definitely do your research before you join. You should definitely study. And if you still do have the opportunity, if you're in high school, to take the test, the ASVAB test, take it in high school, because when you go to the recruiter and you take it, you have to take it kind of sort of twice. Like when you go to the MEPS to really get inside like the Army and stuff, where you do your physical, you have to take you get 30 questions from the test that you took. And if you don't get all those like questions right, or you just be missing some, like you forgot, you're gonna have to take the whole ASVAB twice. And the score that you got, you might have got a good score in the beginning, but the second time you might like mess up and you might lose your score. That's what I did. So I don't know, I say just study, and if you have the time to take it in high school, take advantage of it in high school. Because I don't believe you have to do that. Everybody that went to high school with me didn't have to do the verification test that I had to take. So yeah, lastly, I just say stay motivated, keep pushing, don't give up. It's not as hard as you may hear it is. It's not at all, because I did it, and I'm like 4'11". I weighed 96 pounds when I joined. I don't anymore, but I weighed 96 pounds, and like, I don't know, it was hard. I was carrying stuff all the time, but after a couple weeks, I started getting stronger, started gaining weight, and like things just started to get easier. I was like, wow, I'm doing this. Like the first day, of course, it was hard, but you have 10 weeks, and those 10 weeks you're gonna be a totally different person, and you're gonna be able to say like you did stuff that like not a lot of people did, or would ever even think of doing. I don't know if you ever heard like only 1% of the world joins the military, so it's not bad. Like it kind of hits me here and there, like, whoa, like I'm actually in the Army. I never really pictured myself doing this, but I did, and I'm kind of proud of myself. And yeah, so like anybody can do it. Just be dedicated and be determined, and that's really it. So I just want to thank you for watching this video. I really tried to make it, you know, as detailed as I could. I know it's kind of long, but I just want to give y'all like the rundown and the scoop on the military. Please like, subscribe, and share with other people that may be interested in this topic. And yeah, I wish you guys luck in your journey of finding which branch you want to go to and stuff. And if you have any questions, just feel free to hit me up.